Hello, welcome back to some Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. I've done a little bit of grinding, but I hit a point where the the monster broth, it just wasn't, it just took forever to grind out and it wasn't really happening for me. So I got enough to make the pants. So we will make the pants. We'll have to upgrade things shortly, but... And then we are going to build the chest of the Volvodon mail. And this naturally requires some Volvodon stuff, some stout bone, and fire cell stone. And then I was kind of at a point where I was looking at the Volvodon set. And I was like, oh, I don't want to get more monster broth. There's a really low drop rate. I had to like kill 50 insects every single time to try and get one. And it's just like, I don't know, I didn't have the patience for it. So I thought, you know what, what's the next thing? Well, the Jaggy Mask has no resistances. Which a neutral slate is better than a negative one, considering that I'm, you know, -4. So I thought, why not get the Jaggy Mask? Beautiful. Now we can really quickly, oh yeah, I got just so many amulets. I think this one is new and might be good, but I don't know. All right, so all this new stuff, I think we have to upgrade to at least 51. Okay. Okay. That's 54. Okay. Now it's okay. So we're at a point where things are equal enough to what we were just wearing. Lovely. Truly the best outfit. Beautiful. So now we're going to try a Rathlos again. Because I just was horribly set up to do it last time. And I think I'm going to have a better shot this time. Yeah, -4 on all my pieces of equipment was not going to do me any favors, so. I think it's just one of those things where sometimes you gotta rebuild. And I think 3rd generation actually did a pretty good job of making it so that the type resistances were really relevant. You couldn't, overtly go about being in a position where you know, you just go with whatever you want, agnostic of the situation. I mean, you can if you're at the point where you take no hits, sure, but I think the reality is very few people who play Monster Hunter, even at a high level, are at a point where they don't take any hits. Oh, you just have more tickets for me? Okay, more drink quests. Okay, now there are multiple Rathlos here, or is it this one? I think it's that one. Ah, okay, so it's worth checking. I mean, if it goes really well, I may well grind out the Rathlos gear. We will see. Okay, so it's the one by the steel at Aragon. Yep. I mean, good to confirm, right? Cool. Okay, now I have everything from there, but do I have everything from here? Okay. Might as well take that. I think I'm okay otherwise. I have potions, mega potions, drinks, paintballs. I have trank bombs if the circumstance arises. I can put away this hot spring ticket. All right. I should be in a lovely position to hopefully do the thing. Such a silly outfit, if I'm being honest. But that's okay. I should have gone the other way, alas. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, I posted about it, but I didn't do Monster Hunter or Legend of Dragoon for a week. I had a little bit of surgery. Everything's good. It's just like, you know, when things like pile up and you have to take care of stuff, and you know, that's normal life. You know, you're probably having too many things on the go. Well, when you have that type of situation, you know, you're balancing a bunch of plates and then you have to go get surgery, you tend to drop those plates. And I didn't want to drop too many plates, so I figure I would just put out an advisory instead. Such is life, though. I mean, nobody has impermeable availability. Honestly, people who are like on time all the time, and I don't mean like showing up for things on time, I mean like who never drop the ball, who never miss a day of work, who never call in sick, who are just like constantly ready to go. It's like, yo, you're making the rest of us look bad. Can you have some humanity and like chill? Ah, well. So many fireballs to dodge. But it's nice to be in a situation where if I do get hit by the fire, I don't immediately just turn into death. I mean, that's not ideal, but I have herbal medicine, so at the end of the day, it's actually not that bad. I mean, okay, getting comboed into stuff here, not ideal. Okay, I think that's a leave, so I might as well loot this. Where are you going, Rathlos? Okay, 4 it is. No, my dog looks so cute. My dog had surgery too, actually. It was also kind of one of the reasons that the week was a little bit hectic, in that the dog got neutered, I got neutered, everybody was walking a little bit stiff. And accordingly, I just, you know, you gotta focus on yourself and you gotta focus on the dog and make sure that everything's okay and no one's having a bad reaction. And the little guys had to wear a cone, and that's just, you know, it is what it is, but it was good to be present and I didn't want to be doing too much other stuff. And that being said, yeah, I am not a fan of children. So I figured, you know what? Good time to kind of double up on the procedure, you know? He's already going in, I might as well, and neither of us will want to go for walks, so that kind of works out. And, you know, set yourself up for life. I think too many people are, they feel obligated to have children. And it was actually kind of funny too when I went in to do the procedure. They asked me like, oh, how many kids do you have? Because I think the presumption was like, okay, if you're going in to have a procedure that means so you can't have kids, you've probably had enough and don't want to run the risk of it happening again. But I'm oh no, I'm at 0 and I want to keep it that way type of guy. And I think it's becoming more and more common. People in my generation, they just don't dream of a big family. And there's a percentage of people who do have that dream of a kid or kids and starting or continuing the lineage, so to speak. But they're aware of how unrealistic it is right now in the wake of generating access to good jobs and strong salaries, affordable housing, affordable food. And these are issues that don't seem to be getting better. If anything, it seems like they're deteriorating. Whatever. They're getting worse. It's not going well. And that's, not something you really want to bring a child into. So I think for even the people who are, like, into kids, they've kind of had to take a step back and go, like, is the world right for children? And, there's people in... Okay, here's the downside of that, right? It's very much like the film Idiocracy. The people who would have that consideration are more likely to become good parents, educate their children, and kind of replenish society generationally from a well that is worth drinking from, so to speak. That sounds a little rude, but it's the case. And then you have people who do not have that consideration. They just kind of like blindly go about making humans, and they may not have a background that is conducive to being a good parent. They might not have very much patience. They may not have very much time in their day. They may not truly understand and want the reality of parenting, or the outcome at least. And those people who aren't going to go, oh, well, shit's getting rough, maybe I shouldn't have a kid, they're still going to have kids. So you have this evolving population, this evolving young population of people who weren't raised by parents that were cognizantly parents. They just kind of ended up having kids. And it's less likely that a child of that circumstance is gonna, adopt a different methodology. And then you have, people who grow up like in religious orders or whatever, who are like expected to have kids as early as possible, who aren't allowed to, consummate their relationships physically until they are married and intending to have children. So I think there's a lot of carrot and stick type things going on there, but the reality of it is, I don't know, I don't feel like having children is a smart move right now. And just as well, like, I've met so few people, if anyone really, who seems better for their children. And I don't mean they themselves have the skills to be good parents. I've met tons of people who should be parents, who have the capacity to be a parent, who have succeeded in the effort, so to speak, beyond just achieving the biological outcome. But there are, very, very few people, again, if none, who I look at their lives and I'm like, yeah, that got better as a result of you having kids. I don't know anyone in that situation. I don't know anyone who I'm like, oh yeah, you sacrificed your passions, your careers, roaming your house, your time, and you got, some guy, you got somebody who contributes to traffic. Like, good for you. I've never really seen anyone who's like, they had so little potential that when they had a child, that child like outshone them so much that it's better than anything they could have achieved on their own or with their partner. You know, like I just think of all of the mornings and nights not spent together, the stressful moments, the 10,000 hobbies supported and dropped. All of these things where like you could have had those hobbies, you know, you could have pursued those things. When I see it, it's just like I'm talking more about the outcome of the enrichment, the quality of life in the life that has changed. I think because so many people see having children as like this mandated obligation, they forget themselves when it happens, and they don't even consider the possibility of a life where they're, you know, taking care of themselves. Alright, Rathlos, I'm just gonna go over here to heal really quick. Beauty. Think we can get that in? No. It'll go between the legs. Yeah. I guess too, here's the thing, and maybe this is like, it's different for different people. My experience may be my own. I didn't like kids when I was a kid. You know, and I don't know if you've ever experienced that. I was in a situation where I can like vividly remember every grade of elementary school, even a fair distance into junior high. I was looking around the people who are my age, and it's just like, what is wrong with you? Why are you this way? You know, I can remember one specific instance where like this person I was in an after-school program with, he was like, oh, you know what? I don't want to use my real name while I'm at this program, so everyone should call me like Bob or something, right? And I was just like, that's dumb. I'm just gonna call you your name. He's like, you're no fun. And I just remember, like, even at that point being like, what about having that dumb fake name is fun? Like, in what world is this substitute for entertainment? You know, I couldn't conceive of what he was even getting at. And the other kids were like, oh, this is funny, ha ha ha, Bob, oh, I'm gonna be whatever. And it's just like, I don't know, dude. I couldn't sympathize with the silliness. And that more or less is reproduced my entire life. But just, yeah, kids are weird and awkward, and they're easily entertained. And like, maybe, I don't know what it is, right? It sounds like a humble brag. It's like, oh, maybe I started dreaming too early. But maybe that was the case, right? Like, maybe I was just like approaching more advanced concepts earlier on, to the point where something that was like kind of frivolous just didn't have the weight to it. Either way, it was what it was. I think I mentioned that because, like, part of, you know, if you're going to be a parent, you should want to participate in childhood a little bit. Or a lot, you know? Maybe that's... It even goes to show how uncomfortable with childhood I am, where that's how I talk about it. But, you know, like, if you're a parent, maybe you want to, like, go to concerts with the kid, or... You know, you get excited about the toys you can buy them. And, the silly games, and the little songs and stuff. And like all of that just grosses me out. Like I don't want to do it. And even then, like, I have no experience with toddlers, right? Like, I think that's a big part of being a parent. I think people, like, maybe they envision this idea of having, like, this really capable and intelligent toddler that you can have fun moments with and go out with and do things with. You know, kind of like having a puppy. People think it's just going to be like, oh, walks and cuddles and it's all great. No work at all. And so, like, before you ever get to have, like, a kid or a teenager or a adult child, you have to have some weird little, like, thing. Some baby and then some toddler. And, like, I'm not cut out for those phases. You know, toddlers will do, like, that fake conversation talk thing, right? Like, hey, answer the phone. And then they'll hand you like a banana or something. And like, I guess what other people are supposed to do is like, hey, oh yeah, who is this? Oh, were you just talking to so-and-so? Well, I'm here now. And you're supposed to do something stupid. But like, I wouldn't, this is again why I shouldn't become a parent. This is why I had surgery, so I can't. But I wouldn't want a kid that likes stupid things like that. Like I would want a kid, if they did that to me, I would just be like, this is not a phone, this is fruit. What are you doing? I wouldn't even want them to make the joke in the first place. Like, I wouldn't want to have a kid that is so silly that they would do dumb stuff like that. I just wouldn't want it. I just like, and I would be disapproving, and it would be traumatic to their young brains, and it wouldn't be healthy. Like, again, I shouldn't become a parent, and I'm not. But there's things that you have to be able to do where I'm just like not into it. I generally don't like being silly. It's even like, I'm teaching my dog fetch. And he's like kind of getting it. Yeah, but one of the things you're supposed to do is like, when you throw the ball, and if your dog puts it in his mouth, you're supposed to like make a lot of noise and really become the center of attention and trick your dog kind of like in order of operations wise. To seeing coming to you is more important than dropping the ball, and then you can praise the bringing the ball to you. But I'm not good at training that one because I just don't like being the center of attention like that. Like I don't like screaming, looking like an idiot. So it's kind of like, well, maybe you'll teach yourself. Well. Okay. Yeah, this fight is going way better now that I have actual resistances. Having, like, weaknesses, I guess they would be called. Oof. Those fireballs are one-hit KOs. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I'm just on the topic now, but I've never equally understood when people talk about human children as being cute. Like, I have a corgi puppy. That's cute. That is adorable. That is tear your face off because the cuteness aggression is so strong cute. Every human baby that has ever been a human baby looks the same. I did, my brother did, everyone, every single one. They all just look like the same dumb baby. There are no distinguishing factors. There's no differences. They all have the same dumb look on their face, big wide eyes, and then eventually they become sleepy. Those are not personality traits. Those are physiological functions. It's just like, I don't know. Oh, bad time to use steak. And I don't, yeah, people will be like, oh, look at the little feet and the little hands. And it's like, gross. And maybe that's something that, like, as a dude, I think is a bigger thing than maybe being a woman. Maybe like more men would relate to that, because like confessing you find something cute feels like you're confessing attraction, and that is definitely not the case, and also definitely not something you want misconstrued, right? Like, I feel like if I was to ever like look at a child and be like, that child is cute, immediately a SWAT team would like roll into the parking lot and kick down the door and be like, you're a goddamn, you know, whatever. And then I'd go to jail. Like, even if it was my child, if I was looking at my own child, I'd be like, hey, you're adorable. Immediately I'd be in jail. There wouldn't even be a trial. It'd just be like, oh, this sicko, you know? Like, I have such a deep fear of that misconception that I think I've rejected childhood, children, young people, just the whole gambit, because I don't even want to be in a room where misconception is possible, you know? And there's just so many elements of the whole thing that I don't want to be a part of. And I don't like making spaces child safe. And I mean that in every sense, you know? I don't want to like glue plastic onto all the corners of my house. I don't want to have to put, you know, child locks on things under the sink so people don't drink the Drano, you know? Like, I don't really want to do that. And I don't, even in another term, excuse me, of the term child safe or child friendly, I hate how many public places are becoming like you're allowed to bring your kid here now. It's like, come on. Can we have adult spaces? You know, there's been some there's some legislation that happened near me, so you can't have adult only like apartment complexes or condos and stuff. You can't restrict your tenants from having children, even if it's like that's the contractual basis of the residence, where like everyone here is child free, there's no kids, and it's adult only complex. That's not legal anymore, at least where I am, which sucks because I would love every element of my life to not have children involved in it. I don't even like when coworkers mention that they have kids, because it's like, oh god, how am I supposed to act? Am I supposed to like pretend they're cool? Like, do I have to pretend I like kids because they're yours? Like, how does this work? Why are you calling your 28-year-old a kid? You know, like, oh, I have my kids over this weekend. Like, oh, how old are they? Are they staying away? They're like, oh yeah, they're 30. They live in another place in the country. It's like, okay, I guess they're kids, but come on. And I guess too, that's a personal failing on my part. I'm not interested in like personal drama and stuff. So like sometimes people mention like, oh my god, I had this thing happen, this person said this, and then now, you know, this is happening. I'm just like, alright, that's great. Like, I'm bad at finding things that could be stories but aren't interesting. Like, I don't know, there's so much information in the world, and it's just like, do we really need to know that so-and-so changed their hair color? You know, like, if that's your person, like, yeah, tell them, hey, I noticed your hair color changed. But like, don't tell your coworkers that shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not social. I think that's ultimately what it is. What I think is normal social behavior strikes me as like wildly inappropriate. Oh god, and things like social hierarchies, I can't express this enough. I'm not trying to be like facetious or oppositional or anything like that, but I do not understand the premise of social hierarchies. Like, I can understand, like, from a historical perspective or an organizational perspective, like, this person gets to make choices about what this person's job looks like. I understand that stuff. But it's impossible for me to treat one person like they are like a higher grade human than other humans. I've never in my life been able to be like, oh wow, you're a, you know, X, or you have this role, I'm now going to modify my behavior. Like, I don't understand what you're allowed to say, I guess is how it works. I don't understand the rules around interacting with someone who is, air quotes, above you. It's not been a process that I've ever understood, adopted, or really like had explained to me. And I feel like that's been the biggest thing for me career-wise. Yeah, if I'm being honest with you. Because like pretty much everything that I do career-wise, even on a challenging technical level, I more or less taught myself when I was like 13 or 14. I have refined the skills that I learned, but a huge base of the knowledge of what I do nowadays was just being a giant nerd, tearing things apart, putting them back together, reading, and not being afraid to fail when I was like young. And as a result, those lessons really haven't required a whole lot of modification, just updates and new content, so to speak. You know, like I had to learn new things, I had to read new books and continue to do so. But when it comes to like learning how to exist in a career, that has taken me years. It has taken a monolithic amount of effort because I don't understand all the unwritten rules and regulations and social elements, and nobody explains them to you. They're like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say this, you have to say this to this person, you always have to act this way when this is happening. You know, this means that, this means this doesn't mean that, even if they say it does. None of that has ever clicked for me. It's never been inherent. I've built up a lexicon of terms that I believe I've translated correctly. But beyond that, it's gotten me in so much trouble too, because apparently asking about like what you did wrong or asking for clarification on a topic is considered rude. So if someone's like, hey, I need to talk to you about what you did back there, and you're like, oh, okay, what did I do? They're like, how dare you say that? And you're like, I genuinely, I cannot express this to you clearly enough. I do not know what you're referencing. And they'll be like, that is just incredibly disconnected and unfair. And it's just like, oh God. Oh God. Can we just not have this conversation? Can we fix this? Like, there's so many things that I've messed up just because I didn't even realize it was rude. Ah, well. Yeah, so that Rathalos was way easier now that I have gear that is not literally as bad as it could be in regards to fighting one. Very nice. Beautiful. Oh yeah, no neckline, none at all. Necks are for losers. Cool. Well, okay, I guess. I think. I don't know if I guess. I think. I guess. That next will be the urgent, but maybe it won't. We'll see. I'm hopeful, because that would mean progress. Even though this is progress in and of itself, it would be nice to continue to make progress. But I still don't know if this set is like perfect for Zinogre. We'll see. if it is indeed the ask. It's also going to be inherently tough because I believe double hunt. Oh. Alright, so we'll give it an attempt. I think I see the urgent there. Maybe it'll be very success. Maybe it will not be very success. Who knows? I don't. You just gotta give it a go and give it a try, and if we need to ultimately build a set that has more specific lightning resistance, I guess I can. You there, Hunter. Great timing. The guild just issued us another request for your assistance with another urgent matter. This time, they need you to take on 2 Zinogre at the same time. I know, right? Sometimes the requests the guild sends us are pretty ridiculous. The location listed for this quest is the Misty Peak, so unfortunately this affects the village as well. I know they're asking a lot, but for all our sakes, please do the best you can. I understand if you feel uneasy about this one, so try to bring equipment, items, and traps you think will be the most effective. Utilize your available armor skills and take it nice and slow.
Hi.
A hunting request from the guild. They want you to slay 2 Zinogre. It's hard and a very dangerous task. Good luck, Hunter.
Hi.
Good luck, bucko. Yeah, I think I can make some more trank bombs. Do I have enough on me right now? I'm pretty sure I do. Should that stop me from taking some more? No. All right, let's see what happens. I've gone to the thing. I've drank. Okay. Maybe this will be chaos. Maybe not. We'll determine in post whether I was successful or not. Yeah, I think just focusing one out is gonna be the biggest thing. They will have less health, which is nice. Good music, if nothing else, that's positive. It may be that we end up capturing the first one and then outright slaying the second one. Because I think that is going to be the requirement. Oof. Okay. Get back in here. Oh, I thought maybe I could like just get in beside the rock there. That was cocky. All right. Oh, darn. I mean, I guess I'll use it just to get some tail hits while we're here. I mean, literally, yeah, why not? Zigged when I should have zagged. Got too caught up in things that don't matter. Darn. Well, he hasn't fully raged mode yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go with that third one any moment now. Oh, okay. I was thinking earlier today just about how fun it's actually going to be eventually to get to World. I'm just excited again to see, now that I've been playing all these old ones and refining my skill and the ways of the OG. What is that going to do for my World playthroughs? Nah, he has it. I'm not gonna get in there. I'll take this tail hit. Ow. Oh, I might be murdered here. Yeah, let's just see if I can just boop right on out. We'll see if the potions I have are sustainable in any way. Oh god, there's the other one. Well, on the bright side, I'm already fighting what looks to be the biggest of the two. And that one has fleed, so we'll be using the things correctly. The trap. Oof. If I'm being completely honest, I don't remember all of the monsters that are in the next rank. I'm just trying to think about it like... Oh. That was dumb of me. I didn't... For some reason, I didn't expect this guy to turn as much on the hip as he did there. Ow. Or come that far. So this could be... Yeah, it's... Oh, totally a cart. Totally a cart. Yeah, it's not exactly how I wanted it to go, but what can you do? All right. Let's give it a try. No point in denying ourselves. Well, okay, shame to lose the health. but maybe that'll make me fight harder, you know? Yeah, I'm just thinking though, for the armor set I want to fight the final monster with. Oh wow, I did not think you had the range to do that. I'm just mentally mistaking every distance. Okay then. Yeah, when I had this is a quest that is very similar to a Monster Hunter Freedom Unite quest. That's an urgent as well, where you have to fight 2 T-Rex. And that quest just did not compute for me. I had such a rough time with it that I actually had to like beat it and record it without saying anything. Because it was just too tough to... Oh, I'm dead again. Unless my cats, like, distract me here. Wow. I totally thought that was a cart. This is actually illustrating a really good point in that stun is my least favorite Monster Hunter downside. I hate it. I've never liked it. It always frustrates me when it happens to me. When I gem things up in Monster Hunter World, all I focus on is making sure that all my sets can't be stunned like that. And it's entirely just because, yeah, like, most of my deaths are the moments like that. Oh. Oh. Or, yeah, exactly, like this. See, I could run up behind him, I could have gotten out of the way, I could have done other things, instead I was there just at the mercy of whatever. Oh, do not stretch your leg like that, dude. I had just a wicked leg cramp earlier today, and it unintentionally happened when I just moved my leg a little bit. But, oh, was it brutal. Yeah, I definitely picked the bigger one. And I have to wonder as well, is this one of those quests where it's always like that, or did I just get bad RNG? You know? Okay, Bullfango, seriously? Stop. Alright. 1, 2. Oh, a little close there, but 3. Oh, my headset is low battery. So I may not be able to hear what's happening. If it does die, ow. Thought I aimed that out. But it shouldn't affect my recording. Like, sound will still be going to the channel that I'm recording. Oh, for the love of God. I'm dead. No? Oh, Bullfango. Yep. Hate that stun. I just hate it. And I recognize that it's like, you have to get a skill like plus 10 or something or whatever. And then you can activate a skill and blah, blah, blah. And I hate the skill system of old Monster Hunter. It's stupid. It's overly difficult. It isn't very fun. It's not very customizable. It's just like min-maxing to a 10-point extreme. And I really don't like it. So I've never figured it out. I just don't really want to have to figure out how to build against stun. But maybe I'll have to. You know, maybe that'll be next run here. Okay. Hey, bro. Really like that move, eh? Yeah, nice to get a knockdown, but as I'm coming up onto 15 minutes, I have to think, like, where am I sitting on this guy? Okay, so is the big one limping? Alright, I will take the big one as limping. God, it makes me, like, frustrated, though, because it makes me want to, like, wish you could save midway. And, like, the reality of it is I could, but it's not very good Let's Playing ethics to do something to a game mechanically like that you're not supposed to be doing. You can in your own personal playthrough. If it was just me being a by myself player, I might even, right? Okay, right. This guy's ready to go. So let's just... I hope him being in a rage mode doesn't make it impossible to catch him. Oh no. Well. Go to sleep then, buddy. Oh no, it won't even work because the Gans rage. So that sucks. I actually need to try and finish this guy manually. I mean, good practice, but... On 2 carts already? Nah. Like, I could be paralyzed right now and I'm dead. Yeah, this is a little bit too much electricity going on right now. Yeah, one of the only benefits right now seems to be that they get each other's electricity balls. Very convenient. Yeah, shame to have wasted the trap. Now I know in my heart of hearts that I should have brought a pitfall trap either which way, you know? Oh my god. Yeah, can we like trick one of them into killing the other? That would be excellent. Yeah, let's just no good opportunities. Damn shame. Okay. This guy seems to be on his way out, so let's follow him. Oh god. Yeah. And there you go. Well, that was an attempt. The stun is really annoying, so I might have to consider what I might want to do about that. Yeah. Hey, so I didn't really expect to succeed on that one my first go. I knew it was going to be a little bit rough. Maybe this set was good enough for Rathlos, but won't be good enough for what comes next. I don't know. I'm going to consider and review how I can best build. What I was curious about, though, I can see the Rathlos gear. No, it's very strong, but it is inherently bad against. Yeah, it's inherently going to be bad against thunder. Yeah, the best thunder resistance I'm going to get is the Uragon mail, as funny as that is. Huh. Well, thanks for watching, Monster Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and think about what to do for next time. Hope you have a good one wherever you are, whatever you're doing. See you around the next episode. Bye.
Quack.